everyone. So I had to make a quick video because the craziest thing just happened. So me and my fiance went to a trip for his work, and we're just now returning home. So let me start off with how we even got to this thing. We basically just won some money at the casino, and y'all cannot tell me this spiritual stuff don't work. Prayer works, okay? So anyway, we were on our way back home, and our ride is supposed to be like 2 hours, and we're driving in separate cars because he came here earlier than I did. Anyway, so we're driving home, and I'm like feeling tired, don't know why. Hold on, these roads are bumpy, but I'm thinking that it's because like I'm driving on the stretch of highways, and I don't know, it's frustrating me, and I'm low on gas, so I have to like pull over. So I go get some gas, and in that time he's in his car and he wants us to drive together, like I follow him or he follows me, in case one of us has like some type of accident or incident, and yeah, we just want to be together. So he tried to come off the exit that I got off, and he missed it. And so he calls me, he takes the next exit, he calls me, and I'm telling him that the roads were making me sleepy. I, don't want to swerve or anything, like I just need some time off the road. And so I met up with him at his exit after I got some gas, and I don't know, like things just started happening with the trip back home that just made it seem like what is going on, because I was getting gas, and for some reason, like the pump that I chose, it was like overflowing. It spilled out, it overflowed when it was filling up my gas. And I'm like on the phone, I'm like, oh my gosh, it just overflowed on my tank. I have to go tell them that the pump isn't working. And anyway, so I go, but I know that I'm like, what is going on with this trip? Like, we're just trying to go home. Like, I don't want to fall asleep while I'm driving. I don't want to, deal with all this gas stuff. None of it got on me, blessed. But anyway, so we're just trying to make it home here. And so he's like, okay, let's do the scenic route instead. We were 40 minutes away from going home before the scenic route, just going off the highway. And we're like on the phone with each other, talking about what we're gonna have for dinner. Because I'm expecting us to get home in like the next half hour, 45 minutes, something like that. And we hang up, and we've been driving for a minute, so I'm like, okay, well, how long? And he calls me back, and I'm asking him how long until we get there, and he said an hour and 20 minutes. Excuse me? What? So I'm like, what do you mean? We just had 40 minutes on the highway. I thought it was gonna add like an extra 15-20 minutes. No, it feels like we're going the wrong way, or it feels like we're going backward. So now I'm like even more upset, because the dinner plans that we just made over the phone on the previous call, I don't want to do that, because I just want to go home and like I wanted to have a simple dinner, like us cook something together and then go for a walk. But now the timing is just not going to work out. So, and we're on the phone still, and he's like, okay, I'll put the highway back on. And why it changed it to where it was only like a 2-minute difference, and I'm like, you cannot tell me that we are going the right way, because why did it change from 40 minutes to now still an hour and 20 minutes? Like, what is this? And he's like, but come on, it's been such a nice ride. I'm like, yeah, I did like the horses that we got to see and the nature. And because we drove by all these farms, and it's a scenic route. It looks beautiful. But I don't know, I was just still feeling like upset, well, disappointed over not getting there the way that we had planned. And he's like, but look at this bridge that we're going over, and it was beautiful, honestly. I was like, yeah, I like the bridge. And he was like, and look at this, and look at this, and look at this, and this reminds me of my childhood and all that, and just exploring around the neighborhood and everything, because we just started seeing stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I like it. I like that. But I'm still feeling like, you know, I'm trying to embrace the silver lining, and at the same time I'm like, but I'm hungry. Like, that's part of the frustration, is that I just wanted to get home so that we could eat. And then, yeah, like that was part of me feeling better. So we get off the bridge, and we just so happen, the bridge is at the end of the bridge goes into a casino. And so we're seeing the signs for the casino, and he was still showing me stuff like, oh, but look at this and look at that, to like enjoy the scenery. And so he saw the casino, and I was like, oh wait, like I think he was like, yeah, we can go to the casino or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, let's go. And he was like, are you serious? And I'm like, yes, I'm hungry. They probably have food. Wasn't even thinking about going to the actual casino, but I was just hoping that they had food somewhere. Because the casinos I had been to in the past, they had like restaurants. They were part of a hotel, and like they had restaurants. So that's all I was thinking about. And he's like, so are you serious? He says it again, and I'm like, yes, like I want to eat. Let's at least see if they have food. And he had to use the bathroom anyway, so it worked out. So we go there, and now like I'm just okay that we got food, like that we're gonna get food. I'm not upset over the timing that it's gonna take to get there, because we were still leaving during the day. It's still light outside. The sun is just now coming down or whatever, but we'll be home soon enough. See, you talk different now when you got food in your system. Because this was not the mood earlier. But anyway, so we go and order food, and then the food takes a while, and I'm like just sitting there like waiting. We're actually talking, we're having a good time and all that stuff, and we're talking about like childhood memories. I don't know, we just be opening up like that. And I don't know, I was just happy. I was telling him that I was happy that he is open to adventure like this. I literally just wanted to get food somewhere. We just happened to have to come across a casino, and he was still with it, you know? It wasn't no like, oh no, like, because when we were sitting down waiting for our meal, he was like, we can go back out to the casino because you passed it on the way to the restaurant. And he was like, and we could just play a couple games just to, you know, experience it. And I'm all about the full experience. I love a good full experience. But he thought he only had like 20s. So he was like, yeah, we can just go ahead and play some games. But we later found out he only had 100s on him. So anyway, we're just there, and I was just, you know, appreciating the type of character that he has, the personality that he has, that he would just, you know, even though we're trying to go home, he's still trying to live in the moment. And I don't know, I just like spontaneous adventures like that. We didn't even plan to come to this type of thing. We don't even ever really go to these things. I've only been twice on like vacations. So, and I don't know about him, what he does, but since we've been dating, he has not been to a casino. So it's not really in him anyway to do all that. But I don't know, like, I'm all about just having fun and like trying things out. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. And so after we eat, which the food was good, and dang, I don't even know, did we we got to go. We didn't finish it all. So we had packed it up, and I'm just now realizing that after we won the money, I don't think that I picked it up or that he picked it up. I don't know. I have my water bottle. I got a water from the restaurant, but I don't know if he grabbed the food. I'm horrible at that on a daily, like even when there's no money involved. So I don't know, but it was really good and we had a good time. So we go out to the casino part, and that's when he found out that he only had hundreds. So he was just like, all right, well, that's what we're gonna do. Instead of 20, he's like, we'll just bet 100. And we just went on these little machines, and I think we picked one, and I tried it, and like in my head what I was doing was calling in the energy of a winner and connecting with spirit, with God. So in my head, before I even touched the button or sat down on the seat for the machine, I was saying, like, I was feeling my head chakra activate, and that's when I know I'm connecting with God. And I was feeling like, you know, very optimistic, because this is all about fun. We weren't trying to win anything. We were just trying to have fun and like have a good experience. So I already knew that my heart was in the right place, and I just wanted my mind to be in sync too. I didn't want to think too much about anything. So I was just like pouring positive affirmations in my head, like, we are winners, we are God's children, we are blessed. Affirmations for like millions of dollars, just feeling the energy of secure and rich and just secure and wealthy and blessed, like grateful to be here regardless and just happy. And so I'm like, you know, having high emotions, high vibrational emotions, and I don't know what's going on in my fiance's system, but I don't know, he seemed like he was enjoying the moment too. But I just know that I do this for me. Like, I just like to be in a good headspace, good heart space, and all that stuff, and just always be doing things that have God at the center of it. So we play this one game, and we put the $100 in it, and we only bet like a few cents, and we didn't win anything of it. So we cashed out, got the ticket, and we went to another machine. This time I think he did it, and nothing came of it again. And this time he did more. Like, he bet a few more cents, and like he did it a few more times instead of just the one and done. And then he cashed out, and still we were only losing like $3 at that time, like from both machines, like just. So we were, after this, we were at like 97 something, and I'm like, okay, well, we're gonna be here all day. And he even said the same thing that I was thinking. So he was like, let's just go to a few machines and bet higher. So I think it was gonna be my turn now, because we were just going back and forth on turns. And I was like, something in me popped up and was like, I need to pray. Like, I'm already doing it in my head, but I want this to be an us connection thing. So I stopped us from walking and said, I want to pray. And he was like, you want to pray? He's like carrying the food, the food and the water. And I'm like, yeah. So I like grabbed his wrist. I like grab it like that because he's holding the water in this hand and the food in the other. So I'm like, yeah, let's just pray. So we close our eyes, and we're in the middle of the casino, with all these games and all these people around and all that stuff, and we're just there. And I was just like, God, thank you for this opportunity to have such a fun adventure. And I did some prayer like that, inviting fun into the mix and just keeping us grounded in that type of energy. And then we went, and so before I closed the prayer, I asked God, we're here, where do you want us to go? So the next thing that happened was I still had my eyes closed, and I saw the color red, and I also felt heat on this ear, meaning like my body is telling me, my intuition is telling me to go to that side of the room. So I made sure I felt it, and I didn't feel it anywhere else in my body. And I made sure that the red stayed there, because when I first closed my eyes, there's just black. But then when I meditate or when I ask for clarity, other colors start coming in. So when I asked, I saw red, and it stayed there. It was steady. So, and my fiance's hearing this, like he hears me out loud asking, where should we go? And, I said this way. Like I told him out loud, this way. So I pointed to that side of the room, and we start walking. And because I saw red, I'm looking for like some type of red. And the first thing I saw was a machine a few feet away from us, from the direction that we were walking. My fiance was already walking like deeper into the room, and I was like, no, it's this one. And it's not to say that it like had a certain look to it or whatever. It literally just had, some other machines could have had the same lights on. I didn't check, because this is what my being landed on, and that's it. I don't want to overthink stuff, so I'm like, no, even if this is not the one, it's gonna be the one right now. So I was like, is this one? And then he came in, like we sat down, and it's not even, we didn't even understand it or anything, so we just went with it, which I think it was the best that could have happened. If we just kept on like trying to analyze it, we probably would have like overthought it and invited different energy into it. So I just pressed the button, nothing happened, and I was like, okay, your turn, or do you want to cash out? So this one, it was betting by fives, which that was good, because he wanted us to go through the money instead of just like only betting a few cents, because we still knew we had to go home, and we had a drive ahead of us. So it was betting by fives, and now we were down to like 90 or something like that. I can't remember. I wasn't even paying attention, because I wasn't thinking anything of it. But then he went, and then we were going down more like to 85 and all that stuff. And then I went again. Nothing happened those other two times, but I loved the sound effects that it was making. The other ones were not making all them sound effects. This one was like the other times that it played, that we pushed the button, it like, if you got two of them that were the same, it would like almost what's coming to mind is like a drum roll, and it would build anticipation with the sound effect that it was making. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is fun. And so hold on, I'm trying to like transition or merge, but anyway, so it was just a really fun experience. And then we found this button that like you could bet all 9 lines that it was giving you, and I figured that would give us like the chance to get out the money quicker, instead of us trying to go to a different machine. So we tried that maybe like once or twice, and I'm telling you, it was fun. The lights were lighting and the sounds were sounding. It was great. And the time that I did it, when it was my turn, I did it and pressed that bet all 9. It did the 2, and then it started, intensifying the last one that it was gonna spin, and we got like, we basically won. We won one of the lines or whatever, but it's not even the fact that we won or the amount of money. It was like the specific amount of money though. So I always look for angel numbers, And this casino, the address has like 777 in it, which I know is what they say is like God's numbers, his divine 7 number. So when I saw that, I'm like, oh, this gonna be good. And then we get to this game where I feel like we were led because I asked, where do we go? And the amount of money that we ended up winning, we came in there, bet 100, and we won $222.12. and then when we cashed out, like, hold up, 222, guys, 222. So we got, at the end, 300, like, we won our 100 back, or however much we spent, and we made $222 more than what we came in with. That is insane, crazy, blessed, amazing. Like, that is, I'm still speechless about it. I don't even know what to say. But it's just crazy, because I'm always pointing it out. I'm always pointing out, like, when we see 444, which we saw earlier today at the event that we had gone to for his job. And I'm always pointing it out. And he was saying that, yeah, he always sees 777, but he never really sees 444. And I had just pointed it out to him. And I'm always seeing 222 and 333 a lot. But it's just like, it's the fact that it was that, and not no other number that we could have won. Like, that is just insane. I don't know. I'm still reeling about it. But I just had to make a video about it because what? I am still just I'm still feeling it. I don't know. I feel blessed, and I'm gonna accept the excitement that's coming with it, and the shock, and I can't even explain it. I can't even really explain what all I'm feeling. I know I'm happy. And like, regardless of if we would have won, I would have been happy too. But it's just like the coincidence of it being 222, knowing that. I was gonna say also, when we were playing the game, one of the games that my fiance had played, another sign that I look for, just like in life, is the letter J, because that was my brother's name, Jacob, and it started with a J. So I always look for his birth date and any form of the letter J in anything, and I always feel like that's him guiding me. So my fiance had played a game, and it was like 4 or 5 lines of stuff, of rows that would spin, and they landed on jacks. Like, some of them landed on jacks, and I was like, oh, Jay, like, he's here. And then just to win after that, it was just, and 222, y'all, you cannot tell me, you can't, like, literally, I could have had any other number. And that 12 cents that we did have, they asked, like, when we were cashing it out, they asked if you want to donate the change, and we were like, yeah, now we really got 222. I don't know, I just want y'all to have some blessed experiences as well, and know that your prayer works, because that's literally all I had to do, was just pray and ask, where do you want me to go? And he made it known. But yeah, and now we're still on our way home, and we got a long drive. I'll see y'all later.